Hi, everybody. Nancy Hart here, Life Mastery Consultant with Whole Heart Evolution and your Wednesday Mindset Tune-Up. I have been thinking a lot today about the old camp song, and it was a song we learned as kids, or many of us did, at least here in the U.S., called Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. It was the head, shoulders, knees, and toes, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees, and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees, and toes. And one, it was a great way to teach us body parts, and two, it became a really great game, and three, it became a really great game to say as fast as you possibly could, touching all the right body parts of yourself, of course. And, to seeing who would fall down faster and who would get messed up and screwed up, and it was just a lot of fun. And we are in the time of camp season, so camp songs have been on my mind, and popsicles and all things summer. And it's funny because there are two moments that have happened in the last 24 hours that I think might be kind of fun for you and helpful in terms of how we look at our own head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and not only the body parts, but what we're taking around inside of us. Yeah? And that's part of what spurred this on this morning with something I read. So the two incidents that really inspired this, first was last night. And for those of you who are like me, and you may be in different parts of the country, but grew up in Wisconsin, and particularly in the Milwaukee area, you are most likely keenly aware that last night a beautiful victory happened for the basketball team, the Milwaukee Bucks. It's been, I think, probably a 40-year drought, but for the first time in decades, the team won the NBA championships. And it was a tremendous moment of celebrating the team, celebrating the city, celebrating the power of being together. And let's just say a basketball team has a whole lot of head, shoulders, knees, and toes, right? And they've all got to work with precision. They've all got to work together. And it's more than just the body parts themselves. It's what's inside each and every one of us, how we navigate with those senses of ours, with the head, shoulders, knees, and toes, the eyes, the ears, how are we listening, the mouth, what the heck are we saying, and the nose, because of course we need to breathe, and smell chocolate chip cookies and stuff like that. But this vehicle of ours, this body of ours is so amazing because it contains so much more than just what the five senses have. And we watched that beautifully displayed last night in the context of this basketball game. Watching these individuals who are physically extending themselves, I would say pushing themselves to their absolute max, and reaching deep, deep inside of them when they were absolutely exhausted to achieve what they had for themselves, the vision they had for themselves. This vision of actually being able to take home the trophy and understand that they came together as a team and brought this victory home to their city. But worked together as a team. And it was not only an outside job, it was sure as heck an inside job. So head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So it brought a championship for a basketball team. But you know something? It can bring a championship for us too. And this is where I was reminded this morning of a reading I had. And I'd like to share it with you. It is this is my second week with a book called The Daily Flame. Yep, Dr. Lisa Rankin. But it really took me to kind of a nice metaphorical place where I went, ooh, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I think I'd like to share this today. So let me read to you. It sounds like this. It's labeled number 243, and it's an affirmation, just a thought in a humorous voice. Dr. Rankin uses the humorous voice, and she calls it your inner pilot light. In other words, your inner guidance system, by whatever name you call it. She calls it your inner pilot light. And she writes in the voice of the pilot light, and it said this. It said, "Dearest beloved, your eyes matter. Only you can see the things the way you do. And when you share what you see, you open the eyes of others. Your voice matters. The world needs to hear it, even if what you say stirs things up. Especially then. And there's an exclamation point with that. Your ears matter. When you listen generously to someone else's story, without agenda, without trying to fix someone, without comparison or competition, you're listening. Those are my words. You're listening. You offer a limitless gift of the kind of love that is desperately needed on this planet right now. And I would put a whole lot of exclamation points around that thought, ladies and gentlemen. Let's listen. Our ears, our touch, what our feet touch, what our hands touch. No one can express comfort, compassion, nurturing, and tenderness quite the way you do when you offer your hugs. And whether it's a simple kind of platonic hug, whether it's a full body hug for somebody you are just, knees and toes are touching with someone that you love and care about very much, that you really want to offer support to, very, very powerful. And here's about the part that's inside of us. Inner Pilot says, your intuition matters. When I whisper into your inner knowing, your courage to follow divine instructions has the power to heal the world. Indeed. So please, darling, see with new eyes, speak your truth, listen with generous ears, trust your intuition, and don't be afraid to reach out and touch someone. In awe of the medicine you bring to your own unique way, in your own unique way, your inner pilot light. So ladies and gentlemen, what are you doing with your head, shoulders, knees, and toes? Are you having fun? Are you taking in what's around you? Are you listening well? There's an art to it. Listen well. Give that gift. Offer words of comfort or knowledge or humor, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, to others. Help them laugh. Get a good laugh going. Put your shoulders, knees, and toes into a good hug with somebody who you know well that could use your love and support. Maybe give yourself a hug too, because you're worth it. You are so worth it. So ladies and gentlemen, that is head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Apply liberally, share with your friends, get your kids involved, because that'll give you a big old giggle, and know that is the power of that song and the vessel that all of these body parts are attached to and that we bring to the world. It's our way of bringing ourselves into the world, carrying and expressing, and I hope that makes sense to everyone. Anyway, have fun. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Give generously. Sing loud. Sing well. Happy camp song. And I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.